Happy Monday, beautiful souls. Welcome back to your Monday message. Dharma Shakti here, and I want to begin today's message with a quote that always stirs something deep within me. It's a quote by one of my favorite authors. The quote is, "Be brave, take risks. Nothing can substitute experience." This is by Paulo Coelho. I want to take a few minutes with you here today to talk about courage, not just as an idea, but as a practice. I want to unpack for you and with you what it really is, what courage really is, and why it matters so much. And also, most importantly, how you can ignite courage within yourself. So let's start here. Why does courage matter? Why does it matter? Whether you're on your mat in yoga class doing a difficult pose or a difficult class, or navigating a big life shift, fear and self-doubt are natural companions. You see, but growth only happens when we meet those fears with courage. In yoga, in your yoga practice, and in your personal growth, in life in general, fear and doubt are just part of the terrain. You know, I see it all the time when I'm working with my coaching clients, when I'm working with my yoga students. Fear and doubt are coming up. And listen, whether it's somebody holding a pose a little longer than they think they can, whether it's somebody who is speaking a truth that they've buried for a long time, or if it's somebody saying yes to a new habit, or maybe a person is facing a decision that calls them to rise, these are all acts of courage. We don't always label them as courage, and they don't feel courageous when we're doing them, but they are all acts of courage. So here's the thing. Growth does not come from comfort, and it doesn't happen without internal doubt and fear. Growth comes from meeting those edges of fear and doubt, and you have to meet them with courage. You see, courage isn't about waiting for the fear to disappear or to go away. Courage is choosing to act in spite of it. It's trusting that you're ready enough to begin. It's that you know that your inner knowing is stronger than your inner critic. You see, courage, in fact, really is the antidote to fear. So how do we ignite our courage? How do we wake this up within ourselves? Okay, how do we build that courage muscle? Well, here are 3 ways that you can start to cultivate courage as a muscle. First, number 1, you have to begin to be aware and breathe with it. We have to notice the inner critic and that inner dialogue of fear and doubt. When you notice it, when you hear it, when you realize that you are in that fear and doubt, you have to pause and breathe, right? And know that the breath is always your anchor, right? It will begin to regulate you and recenter you. You see, as the inner doubt and the worry and the anxiety that comes from that, it starts to activate the nervous system into fight or flight. And you most likely won't make the best or most courageous choices when your fight or flight takes over. So we have to breathe, regulate our nervous system, and act from there. Number 2, I want you to take one small aligned step. You don't have to leap the whole mountain like Hanuman. Just one courageous step in the direction of your heart. That's enough. Again, you don't need to leap. One aligned, brave step is enough. Just take the next right action of integrity. Right? The next right action of integrity. The next step will show itself after you take that step. Number 3, a practice for how to cultivate courage. Remember your why. Courage becomes easier when you know what you're moving towards, not just what you're pushing past. Whether it's healing or freedom or purpose or love, let that guide you more than the fear. All right, also, I want you to just take some time to reflect on this topic, and so I have a little call to action for you. So this week, I invite you to be brave. Not in some big dramatic way, but in your own quiet, powerful way. Speak up, show up, stretch past what's comfortable. Let life teach you through experience, because nothing substitutes that, just like Paulo Coelho says. So here is a journal prompt for the week. Okay, I'd love for you to take some time to write out your thoughts. I have a question for you to work with. Where in my life right now am I being invited to choose courage over comfort? And what's one small step that I'm willing to take today or this week? Okay. Another question you can work with is, if I trusted that I could not fail, what bold action would I take this week? And what's really been holding me back? I'll drop these questions down in the box below here, this video, so that you can take a few minutes after this video to sit with those questions, to write, to reflect. Let your inner voice speak louder than your fear. And if you feel called, please share your insight or the commitment down in the comments below. I'd really love to witness your courage and hold that space for you and celebrate you. You really are more powerful than you know, and courage really does live inside of you. And all it needs is your yes. So once again, I will drop those journal prompts down in the box below for you. I'll drop a few extra if you really like this topic or this is something that you want to work on, so that you can dive deep into what might be keeping your courage locked inside and how you can start to sit with it and face it and access it by reflecting, right, and really checking in with self. So again, please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Definitely share this with somebody who you think needs a little push in the direction of courage. And above all, be brave this week. It doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be a yes from the call of your heart. All right, my friends, I hope you have an amazing and courageous week, and I will see you next Monday. From my heart to yours, so much love from me to you. Namaste.